If you live long enough, you will experience death. Now, it may be the case that the Lord returns in your lifetime, and so you may not personally taste death, but someone that you know at some point or another, some friend or an acquaintance or a loved one, will die. And so you will have to experience death, at least from that perspective. But if that someone that you know who dies was in the Lord, and if you are also in the Lord, then you can have the confidence, the hope that death in that case is not final. It is not the end of all things. My master was laughed at and ridiculed in Luke chapter 8 for having the audacity to say that a girl who had died was not dead but merely sleeping. Those who were there scoffed at him and scorned him because obviously they had been there when she died. They had tried to revive her, as all people do when they encounter a loved one who has died. They refuse it to be true. They don't want to believe it. We go into denial because it seems like such a final thing for us to see someone who has died, to have their soul leave their body and know that no matter what I do, no matter how much I may call their name or shake them or stir them, they will not get up from the place where they're laying as a dead body. But my master is not like any ordinary person. My master has great power. My master is the maker of life, and he is the conqueror and champion over death. To Jesus, a person who is dead can be so easily resurrected that they might as well just be asleep. He can raise the dead as easily as you can raise someone who is actually just dreaming. And so he says to the lady, "Arise." And just like that, she wakes up from death. My master has that power. And because of that, I know that if I am in him, that I'm going to be okay. That one day, if he does not return before, I will die. But my death will not be final. My death will not be the end. I know one day I will hear his trumpet sound, and I will rise from the dead, just as surely as I rose from my bed this morning. That's the great hope that we have in Christ, and that is the reason why we can say a dead loved one in Christ is resting in peace. It's the reason why we can have hope when we lay a body to the rest, or lay a body to the grave, to know that that's not really the end, that something greater, far greater, is coming over the horizon. That's the great hope we have in Christ. Isn't that wonderful?